What's up, YouTube? It is Golly. You are watching Call of Duty Advanced Warfare on the Xbox One, and I am playing on the map Riot with the BAL-27, aka OP gun, because it's about to get nerfed. So, for those of you that haven't played COD Advanced Warfare for the past week, like I have, then you may not know that the BAL is what everyone's using in the game, and it's pretty bad. So, I didn't choose this gameplay because it was the best. This is actually my first gameplay on COD Advanced Warfare multiplayer in like 6 days, and I played some more today and used the BAL, and I gotta say, it's really good. It's basically the F2000 from Call of Duty MW2, but without recoil. And I'm saying that because once they patch this gun, they're giving it F2000 recoil with grip. So it's going to be a lot harder to spray with this gun at a distance. It's going to be more SMG based like it already is, but a little bit better, I guess, since a little bit better at close range. I don't know why it would be, but I think the F2000 was that gun at close range. So this gun will still be a lot of assault rifles at close range. But speaking of assault rifles, there is a new assault rifle coming out for the DLC season pass holders. I am not one of them, but if the gun is good enough, then I'm going to consider getting it. But what the gun is an assault rifle slash laser gun, like the EM1 laser gun, the LMG. It has the same fire mechanic as that, I believe. And the EM1 on Xbox 360, I heard, was buffed. So if you are playing Xbox 360 Advanced Warfare, definitely try out the EM1. It is a really good gun, and it has no recoil, so why not? It's just like the BAL. That gun is going to be really good when they release it for DLC. They release it on December 11th for the DLC season pass holders for free. And then probably a month later, the first DLC comes out. So we have a little bit if you want to wait on getting the season pass like I'm considering doing. So let me know what you think about the DLC for this game in the comment section, please. I think that the DLC for this game is going to be really good and really underwhelming too. I hate to say it, because by now it's next generation console. They should be giving us for each COD DLC, no matter which COD it is, more than 4 multiplayer maps. I don't care. They should give us 6 or more, and then 4 or more weapons, and then something else too. So that would be a lot more worth your money, because you're basically paying double for the game if you buy the season pass or all the DLC. So you should definitely be getting double your content, you know? And I feel like COD DLC in the past is good, but like they really rip you off with how much they give you for what you pay. So I hope in this Call of Duty they can correct it, but I really doubt it. I hate to say it. Whew. I'm just tearing up with my Titan kill streak right now. Always have fun when I'm using this thing. And my favorite attachment on it is probably the trophy system, because I like capturing flags when I'm in this thing. And I also enjoy walking around corners and running through my opponent throwing grenades at me, because I'm just like, trophy system, what you gonna do about it? And then I end up just either meleeing them or holding down my right trigger and spraying. So it works out either way. So how I'm adjusting to the exosuits compared to the last Call of Duties, I think I'm doing very well with it, because I've been playing Destiny for the month before this game was out, and I was playing a lot like the week before this was out. So I was used to the double jump. Destiny doesn't have a double jump, but it has a jump that takes you pretty far in the air like this game does. And once you master the jumping technique in these 2 new first-person shooters, it's a really easy technique to learn how to use. So I'm thinking that the next Call of Duty is going to have this exosuit thing thrown in it as a game mode, like the game mode on this to have no exosuits is. So like, I'd say probably 1/4 of the playlists on this game are non-exosuits, and on the next Call of Duty, I'm guessing 1/4 of the playlist are going to be exosuits, because for them to just change the exosuit mechanic from Call of Duty and take it out completely would mind blow a lot of people, and I think that they won't want to do that, just because of I feel like this is what a lot of people are enjoying doing in first-person shooters now, to make it a lot more fast-paced, just jump around everywhere. But at the same time, it takes away a lot of linear lines of sight you have on maps for like just aiming at eye-level people, because everyone's jumping all over the place. So there aren't as many lines of sight on maps. there aren't as many routes that you run, because literally you create your own routes in this game. So I don't know, I just feel like the roots of Call of Duty without the exosuits is a lot more skill based, just because of how you have to manage your gameplay. And I'm not saying this game doesn't take as much skill as the older CODs, because getting a nuke on this game is more difficult than any other COD because of the exosuits. So this game is definitely difficult to do good and get good kill streaks in. But when it comes to getting a 25 kill streak, the old CODs, you could just be like, oh, I'm going to sit here and not let anyone get within 10 to 15 feet of me, and I'm going to get a nuke. But on this COD, you can't be like, I'm not going to let people get within 10, 15 feet of me. They're going to force their way to like 2 feet away from you and then spray you with the BAL. So you can't really control how far you are away from everyone else in this game, which is why I think nukes are harder to get. And they bumped it up to, I believe, 30 kills instead of 25, so it does make it even harder to get in that sense too. Now, as far as the next Call of Duty goes, I heard from someone that COD World at War 2 is what is possibly going to be happening. So I think that it could happen, but the reasoning behind them telling me that was, apparently on Amazon, something got put up and it said Call of Duty World at War 2 pre-order sale, whatever, for the next gen consoles, I guess, or PC, and then it got taken down by Amazon a couple minutes later. So that has happened in the past. If you are a Call of Duty fan and you've followed Call of Duty news before it's out, you will remember that that has happened with Call of Duty games in the past. They were put up on Amazon and the name of it was leaked. So it leads me to believe that it could legitly be World at War 2, which would be the best thing ever, because World at War was the first Call of Duty I got into, and it's still one of my favorite games to this day. So World at War 2, let me know what you think of that in the comment section below. Exosuits, they could add. They could just make a bullcrap story up and be like, oh, Nazi Germany has exosuits. F the USA, we're going to jump over the freaking Atlantic Ocean and we're going to use our EM laser guns to snipe down all your fighter jets. No, that didn't happen in World War II. We actually did really good in the USA versus the Germans. So without exosuits, it made it a lot easier. But with exosuits, obviously the Germans would be OP. So I think that exosuits in the next COD are a possibility, but I would prefer them not to be. But I would prefer a playlist with exosuits in it, even if the game doesn't have an exo-based campaign at all, and doesn't mention anything about exo stim in the campaign, nothing like that. That's fine by me, as long as they have an exo playlist where you can play every single map in the game with the exo suit. That would be cool, because I'm sure if they didn't do that, there would be a community divided on World at War II and Advanced Warfare. They'd just be like, I like jumping, I'm going to stay on Advanced Warfare. And then the people are going to be like, I like a slow-based Call of Duty, I'm going to stay on World at War 2. And then it's the downfall of the Call of Duty game itself, because the community is on two different games. Yeah, I don't know. It happens in Call of Duty, and it'll always happen. People will love the game and people will hate the game. But they can't make what everyone wants in one game, because everyone wants so many different things. So we're just gonna have to see what the developers decide to do, and it's their game, and we're the customers, so it's technically our game too. And if they would like to give us more stuff that we want, please just throw a beta on the table, because that's what they need to do. They haven't had a public beta for Call of Duty since World at War. And World at War was probably one of the most stable multiplayers, minus the under-the-map glitches. So just take that into consideration. Private betas are good, it's just not as many people can test as many things in private betas. So that's my reasoning. So World at War 2, let me know if you think there should be a beta or not in the comment section also. And until next time, peace.